Hello, online crew. It is your captain here, Helen, for duty for our amazing online crew community here. So today I'm going to share with you some latest information regarding where Facebook and Instagram are headed. So just recently, Facebook had their Q2 earnings call, and this is where Mark Zuckerberg turns up and shares a lot of information about what's happened, their results, what's trending, and what they're doing moving forward. So I want to share that information with you today. Why this is important to you and you want to listen to this kind of stuff, because it kind of tells you or gives you an indication of what you might want to concentrate on moving forward, depending on what Facebook and Instagram are concentrating on. Because whatever they're concentrating on, you're going to get more organic reach from. And that's what you want to do on social media. You don't want to pay to play all the time. You want to maximize your organic reach more people, grow more of an audience, attract more people to you, so then you can grow your business successfully on social media. Does that sound like a good thing? It does to me. So what I take notice of is, what's trending, what Facebook is giving more attention to, because it tells me where I should play more in relation to the different sort of platforms. So this is interesting information, and I'll sort of summarize for you what I take from it and what I recommend to you regarding your presence on social media. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Firstly, coaching community members. If you're a member of my online crew coaching community, I just did Reels training part 3 in the coaching community just earlier, and I went deep into a strategy you should deploy. And I gave you some more fun little technical tips on how to create, 2-person reels and stuff like that. So I'm giving you all the goods. So those of you coaching, make sure you go and catch that replay. If you're not in our coaching community, that's where I give all the practical training of how to actually do things. So not only knowing what to do, but how to do it. That's what I do in the coaching community and all sorts of things, social media. So if you just go to my website, helenmartinonline.com, and look for the graphic that says join our community for $1, you can get in the door that way. And the other thing I want to remind you guys, if you're not already on board, is to register for our free 30-day Reels challenge coming up starting next Monday. So I'm doing a free Reels challenge. I'm going to teach you Reels. I'm going to give you ideas. I'm going to give you an idea every day. I'm going to give you the audio track every day. I'm going to make it really easy for you to start to learn how to do Reels. And I really encourage you to embrace this because of where we're headed with social media. So this would be a really good thing for you to jump on. I'm doing it completely for free. So if you just register via that, helenmartinonline.com/reels, you get all the information of where you need to be and, all the details for that. So jump on that. Now, just a warning for those of you that are listening live or catching the replay within the next 24 hours, my last live of the week, which is tomorrow, will only be in my social media group. Some of you might be watching from there now, but I broadcast in 3 different places, which is Facebook, my free group, and YouTube. And I do that today, yesterday, and the day before. But my last video of the week now is only going to be in the social media group. And I will be talking more about Reels and about the challenge and stuff like that. So join me in the social media group tomorrow. If you're not a member of that free group, the link is above in the description. Some of you might already be there watching from the free group. But you definitely want to be in that group, because that's where I'm going to provide training on the last live of my week, which is tomorrow. Okay, so how is everybody today? I hope you're doing really well. Who have we got here today? Just a quick hellos. We've got Emma, we've got Crystal. Crystal's one of our life members. If you want to know what all the emojis are for, the palm tree is for our community here in general. The fish is for those in our free group, the social media group. The cruise ship is for those people that are a part of my coaching community, and the anchor is those that are life member of the coaching community. So that's what they all mean. And those in my VIP mentorship program, we have the wave as well. Hello, Debbie. How are you? Crystal's registered for the Reels challenge. Hello, Yvette. We've got Donna here as well. We've got Hero. Who else is here today? Say hello. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I'll put this back up at the end of the broadcast, but just make sure that you are part of our free Reels challenge. Okay, so what you want to know regarding Facebook and Instagram, if you're playing around in those platforms, is that Mark Zuckerberg, who created Facebook, has told us, and he has declared that video is the way forward. If you are ignoring this message, then you've been, you just got to get your head out underneath a rock. Video is where everyone's at. He's declared that video now accounts for almost half of all the time spent on Facebook. Did you catch that? Video accounts for now half the amount of time that people spend on Facebook. It's on video. So if you're not doing video, people are not spending their time with you. So you want to be doing video because you want people to be spending time with you, and giving yourself the best opportunity to be known, grow an audience, and grow influence, okay? Further, because Facebook owns Instagram, Zuckerberg also said that Reels is the largest contributor to engagement growth in Instagram. Did you catch that? Reels is the largest contributor to the growth and engagement on Instagram. So if you haven't started, if you're scared of Instagram, you're scared of Reels, and it's like, no, that's not for me, I would encourage you to think differently if you want to build a business through social media, because of what's coming. This is what I want to share with you guys. I've alluded to it a couple of times. Some of you may have caught it. Some of you may have not. But Facebook is trialing and testing in the background its own version of Reels. So the fact that they are, if you're not into video yet at all, you might want to look at micro video content, because like it's up to a minute. That's it. 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or a minute are what Reels are. Is that we're going to see something similar to Reels on Facebook. So if you're kind of ignoring it, if it's one of those things, because this is how it normally works for me. Don't know if you guys can relate. I don't know how I don't know how to do that. My life's so busy anyway. I'm just going to ignore that for as long as I possibly can. And I've been like that with Instagram, basically, and Reels up until recently. So if that's the way you think, is anyone honest enough to sort of relate to that? It's just another thing I have to do and another thing I have to learn, and I don't know how to do it, so it kind of scares me. So I'm just going to avoid it and do everything else rather than actually embracing it and learning it. Can any of you relate to that? Because that's where I sit with a lot of new things. It's like, oh, another platform or something else I need to learn how to do, and I don't have time for that, and I don't know how to do it. And I don't have the time to learn how to do it, so I'm just going to ignore it. Okay? That's me when new things come out. First one to admit it. I've done that for a long time with Instagram. Just started to grow my Instagram, really. And Reels has been like that too. And I'm still a bit like that with TikTok. I've just created a new platform, TikTok, but I do see the merit in, there's real, I don't know, what are your opinions on TikTok versus Reels? Because what a lot of people do, which I do get this, is they create original versions on TikTok and take off the logo. I've actually showed you guys how to do that and then shared it to the Reels. But there's a lot of people in our particular industry that are saying, TikTok can get you a lot of followers, but they're really untargeted. Whereas Reels, you get the opportunity to be really targeted. So I can't really give an opinion on that, because I've got one video on TikTok. It's had over 1 million views. I've got 6,000 people following me on TikTok from one video. So I think that's very odd. I can't guarantee that would happen to you, but I would be silly not to utilize that following. So I'm trying to learn what I can on Reels, because I see the real advantage of Reels for our industry. Okay. But at some stage, I'll go to TikTok and create them all there and they're repurpose. But even if you take the logo off, what the experts are saying is Instagram knows whether it's native or whether it's not. So if you do TikTok, take off the logo and put it on Reels, apparently Instagram knows whether it's native. And like anything Facebook or Instagram, anything that's native, like it's yours and you've created it from the platform, they're going to favor more with organic reach. So, jury's out for me on that one. I'll live and learn it as I continue. But I'm having so much fun with it, creating Reels. And I do believe when you have a strategy in place, which will come in time, is that it could be really beneficial for you. Because you do a Facebook Live, and how many views do you get, like on average? Probably not a lot, and most people will catch the replay anyway. You can do a little video, like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or a minute on Instagram, and you can get thousands of views, even though you might only have a few hundred followers or less. So you can't get that with Facebook. You can't get new faces like that on Facebook. And now I'm not going anywhere from Facebook. Facebook's my main platform. But you would be silly not to just learn and embrace it for the opportunity of getting that untapped organic reach and getting new faces to you and having a strategy and, taking advantage of what's coming. Okay. So I've already told you what's coming in that Facebook is creating its own version of Reels for Facebook. Okay. So this is how it kind of works when you're familiar with both platforms. You guys might not, if you're not familiar with Instagram as much, stories. So a lot of you might use Facebook stories quite regularly. Stories started on Instagram only. So what Mark Zuckerberg does is does a lot of testing on Instagram first and then brings it to Facebook. So stories are started with Instagram. They tested it, they trialed it, they got, popularity out of it, and then they brought in Facebook stories. And this is exactly what's happening with Reels. So it's been brought out, it'll be a year this month. Reels were brought to Instagram August 2020, okay? And a lot of you wouldn't have embraced it yet, but they've been around for a year, testing, trialing, new features, things like that. And then once they've done that, they bring it to Facebook. And that's why Facebook is currently trialing its own version of Reels for Facebook. And that's just the trend that happens. Something appears on Instagram, people, test it, play around with it, they perfect it, and then they bring it to Facebook. So Reels are following the same trend as stories. So how many of you know the advantage of building your business through your stories? If you haven't grasped that yet, you are really missing out on simple ways to promote your products, not the name and not spammy and all that kind of stuff, your conversation for a different day, but utilizing stories to create awareness around, what you do and what you could help people with. Okay. So Reels is following that same trend. So if you're not learning, if you're sort of hiding away from it, Mark Zuckerberg is saying that 50% of the time that people are on Facebook is absorbing video. So imagine what it's going to be like when something like Reels comes to Facebook. That's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So, again, I'm embracing you. I don't get anything out of this, guys. I'm doing it free. Learn how to do Reels. Just register yourself and start playing around. I've got no tracker with this challenge. I'm not judging you. Just learn and do what you can, okay? But I'm offering to teach you that for free. So don't miss that opportunity, okay? So what else can I share with you? So now is a good time to double down on your video marketing efforts is the advice. Okay, now I want to give you, and in relation to Reels, like the owner of, the head of Instagram has actually said, quote, TikTok is the most formidable competitor we have ever seen. So hence the emphasis. And, what did he say about the engagement on Reels? Reels is the largest contributor to engagement growth on Instagram. And they're giving it, real good attention because of TikTok. And so they know, Instagram know that they've got a huge competitor with TikTok. So they're really upping the reach of Reels to compete with TikTok. You should be taking advantage of that. Just don't worry about strategy from start, although I do not recommend that you continue to use Reels without a strategy, because you're just going to spend a lot of time creating cool little funny videos and you're not going to get any benefit from it from your business. So you need to have a strategy somewhere along the line with it, and I'll talk to you about that later. But you'd be silly not to embrace it and have fun with it. And I'm allowing, you to do that through the free Reels challenge. Okay. So let me share some. So this is from Mark Zuckerberg himself. So listen to this. There are now 3.5 billion people who actively use one or more of their services. Video in particular is becoming the primary way that people use our products and express themselves. So video is the primary way. Are you doing video? You guys know I'm a huge advocate for video because that's what's built my business. The one thing I've done from day one of knowing nothing about attraction marketing, social media, building a business online is I've done live video from day one and I've never stopped. Okay. Not always this many live videos. So video in particular is becoming the primary way that people use our products and express themselves. Video has steadily become more important in our products. This is Mark Zuckerberg telling you this. Video is become more important in our products. Video now accounts for almost half of the time spent on Facebook, and Reels is already the largest contributor of engagement growth on Instagram, okay? Across all forms of video, short form video like Reels is growing especially quickly. This is what the market wants. They don't want long videos unless they're specifically learning sort of something. They want short form video. So this is what's trending moving forward. This is what you want to embrace in your social media strategy moving forward. We're very focused on making it easy for anyone to create a video, and then for those videos to be viewed across all our services, starting with Facebook and Instagram first. Okay. On-demand video like Facebook Watch. Have you seen Facebook Watch around? Facebook Watch is when they recommend certain videos to you. So it's all like video. Facebook Watch is only sort of video. It's growing quickly, and we're building another number of video monetization tools for creators so that they get compensated for making great content. So they're really seeing the opportunity for video-based content and for people to monetize on that. The other thing that they're focusing on, I wanted to bring you this to your attention, is live audio rooms. So it's Facebook's version of Clubhouse. So watch out for that. It's only just been introduced, but we'll probably see more of that. So live audio rooms is Facebook's version of Clubhouse. So that's something you want to pay attention to, as well as podcasts as well. So be interesting to watch that one. Here's what I really want to share with you, which is a little bit scary, and why you want to embrace it as much as you can for now, is your Facebook account. And if you've got a Facebook group and a business page and all that kind of stuff, and you're on Instagram and you're doing Reels and all the things, all of that is free for you. One day it won't be. So if you're not embracing and learning it now and growing an audience now, it's going to be way too hard for you to do this later. So you don't want to be avoiding all of this now, because you're going to kick yourself come 2023 when, get this sentence, to help the creator economy overall. Now, we're creators. If you create content on social media, you're a creator. You're either a creator or a consumer. If you sit there and scroll and you just absorb and stuff like that, you're a consumer. If you're a creator, you're creating content. That's what a creator is, just to clarify. To help grow the creator economy overall, we're going to keep our creator tools free to use through 2023. What does that tell you? I know it's 2023, guys, but we're almost halfway through 2021. So they're saying we're going to keep them free, but they are not going to be free forever. A year can go like that, can it not? You've probably, the last year has probably flown for you. Like, we'll be on to 2023 before we know it. So for them to say we're going to keep them free, through to 2023 means at some point they are not going to be free. So don't miss the opportunity to learn and grow your audience now, grow your influence now, because people trying to break into this market and grow a following and grow an influence come 2023, 4, 5, they're probably going to have to really pay to play for the stuff that we use free now. So wrapping all of this up, my message to you is, for one, video, live video, pre-recorded video, micro video content. Register for our free challenge starting next Monday, 30-day free. Did I say free? Reels challenge. I'm going to show you all the things for free. Don't miss that boat, okay? So micro video content is what you're going to jump on. The other thing that you would, and learning Reels, because the fact that Facebook is bringing something similar to that platform. Look out for things that are coming, like audio rooms and podcasts and stuff like that, which is new to Facebook. And, we'll see what we can do with those things, in time. And when you've got familiar with something like, Reels and micro video content, is really thinking about a strategy in how you can utilize that. And that's a conversation for a different day. Coaching community members, that's what I concentrated on a training for you guys earlier. Go and catch the replay. But you could spend a lot of time doing TikToks and Reels, knowing that it's popular content, but just growing an audience that's not targeted. It's not your target market. It looks great as far as numbers and a following and things like that, but you're not still making any money. You want to be really intentional about what you do on social media so it's worth your time, because social media can be absolutely exhausting. Keeping it up with it all can be exhausting. Being everywhere on different platforms, creating content, you can do a lot and spend a lot of energy for not much gain if you don't have a strategy behind it. Now, even with Reels, just learn the things, guys. Do the funny Reels, do the Reels that have nothing to do with your business. Just start embracing it. Do the 30-day challenge and get your foot in the door, learn how to do them. But then I really encourage you to have a strategy around them, so you're not playing around with Reels and having a lot of fun and TikTok and you're doing all these dances and stuff like that, and it's really cool and funny and whatever, but people that are following you are not in your target market. They're not interested in what you got. So you're doing all this for nothing. So that's what I'm not a fan of, is learning how to do these things but not having a strategy behind how it's going to actually help you build your business. Does that make sense? It's really important you understand that, because you can go and do all the things and all the trendy new things, and I'm telling you which direction Facebook and Instagram are going. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention, it wasn't on my notes, Instagram is testing sharing Reels from Instagram to Facebook. That again, if we can share Instagram Reels from Instagram to Facebook, you want to be embracing that now. So I'm telling you what the focus is. It's video, it's micro video. We're going to be able to do them on Facebook. They're going to allow us supposedly to share Reels to Facebook, like all of those kind of things. You don't want to miss the boat, because you're going to get left behind. This is what's trending. Stop living under a rock. In the nicest possible loving way, I say that. But warning, after you've learned how to do it and you've played around and you're having fun and you learn all the features and how to do 2 people, like my last reel, go to my Instagram, follow me over there, have a look at the reel I posted yesterday where I'm 2 different people. Like, when you learn how to do all those things, then learn how to actually put a strategy together to grow your business. Now, I've gone over time. I said I didn't want to do my live videos any longer than 20 minutes, and I'm over time. So I'll go back to your comments shortly and tune in with you guys there. But thanks for listening. I hope you sort of get the message of where you should be concentrating your efforts, but also do that with a warning and definitely have a strategy around it, sometime in the near future. Okay. And don't forget, tomorrow's live is only in my social media group. So you're not in that free group. Click the link above and join to the group and get into our free Reels challenge. We start next Monday. I'm going to share with you the rule to do and the audio track. I'm going to guide you for the whole 30 days. Okay, so you can use this as an opportunity to learn how to get your foot in the door knowing how to do Reels. Okay. So I hope that was interesting to you guys to know sort of what to concentrate on, and I will see you all tomorrow, but in my social media group. Okay, check you then. Bye.